Happy Monday, Firsties, and welcome back again after spring break. We're going to start our second Judy Moody book this week, and I'm so excited. This one's called Judy Moody Mood Martian, and what we want to think about from the last one is how we notice our characters, how they can change, and we make predictions. So we already read a Judy Moody book, and we know that Judy Moody had a bad mood, and she was able to change her mood, and she was able to change her feelings about Frank Pearl, and they ended up being friends. So right off the bat, while this one says Judy Moody Mood Martian, I want you to stop and think and make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen in this Judy Moody book? Mood Martian. We always know she's in some sort of mood, so I wonder what kind of mood Martian means. So if there's someone at home you want to make your prediction with, you can do that. And then we're going to read the first chapter together. When we finish reading, I want you to go off and read on your own. Remember, if you don't have a book at home, you can go on to Raz Kids to read or Epic Books to read, and you'll just color in a reading raindrop to show that you read for today. All right? But we're going to be making predictions as we read, and we're going to start with the first chapter in Judy Moody Mood Martian. And it's called In a Mood. In a mood. She, Judy Moody, was in a mood. A sour ball mood. A mad-faced mood. All because school picture had come home that day. If Sting came into her room, he would ask to see her school picture. And if he asked to see her school picture, he would see that she had been wearing her I Am a Girl, Hear Me Roar t-shirt. The same one she wore today. And if he saw her wearing the Roar t-shirt in her school picture, he would also see that she looked like Sasquatch with bird's nest hair in her face and in her eyes. Mom and Dad were going to freak. Just once, we'd like to have a nice school picture of our girl, Dad had said just this morning. Maybe this will be the year, Mom had said. But third grade was no different. Judy spread out her school pictures on the floor. She looked like a clown in kindergarten, a boy in first grade, a one-eyed pirate in second grade, and Sasquatch in third grade. If only Mom and Dad would forget about school pictures this year. Fat chance. Maybe Judy could pretend the dog ate them. Too bad the Moody's didn't have a dog, only Mouse the cat. She could say that an evil school picture bandit erased them from the master computer. Hardly. To make things worse, Rocky grabbed her Sasquatch picture in class and wouldn't give it back. Then he passed it to Frank, which made Judy yelp and jump up out of her seat instead of doing her math. That's when Mr. Todd said the word Antarctica. The desk in the back of the room where Judy had to go to chill out. For the third time that day, never in the history of Judy had she been to Antarctica that many times in a row. A donut-sized sicky spot sat in her stomach, just remembering it. That's why she, Judy Moody, was in a mood. A finger-knitting, don't think about school pictures, need to be alone mood, as in by herself. As in no stinky little brother to bug her and bother her like a pesky mosquito. Bzzz. Stink was always in her ear. Judy's number one favorite place to curl up with Mouse was on her top bunk, but Stink would for sure find her there. She crawled over the gobs of flip-flops and blobs of dirty clothes to her second favorite spot to be alone, the way back of her closet. She popped a wad of Stink's yard-long bubble gum in her mouth. Don't look at me like that, Mouse. What Stink doesn't know won't hurt him. She picked up a skein of gray-brown yarn and looped it around her thumb. Mouse batted the finger-knitting chain with her paw. Over, under, back, loop-de-loop-de-loop. Judy tugged on the long chain of apple green yarn that dangled from her left hand. Her fingers flew. She, Judy Moody, was the fastest finger knitter in Frog Neck Lake, Virginia. The fastest. There she is, doing her finger knitting. I'm making a prediction and thinking that this is calming her down and putting her in a better mood. Finger knitting in the East, probably the fastest in the whole world. Finger knitting was the greatest. No knitting needles needed. She looped the yarn over her fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back, under, over, through. Just like Grandma Lou had taught her during the big blackout of Hurricane Elmer. Judy's closet was like a secret little room all to herself. It even had a window. A small round window just like the kind they had on ships. Sailing ships, pirate ships. The ship sailed across the blue ocean, bobbing on the waves under a sky full of marshmallow clouds. Judy and Mouse rocked back and forth as the ship's hammock swung in the breeze until the ship hit a giant wave and Mouse overboard! Judy tossed her chain of knitting to Mouse. She felt a tug on the line. It was Stink! Judy snapped out of her daydream. Her gum went flying. You scared the bubble gum out of me. Where'd you get that gum, asked Stink. Nowhere. It's ABC gum. She picked it up and popped it back in. How'd you find me anyway? I followed the chain of yarn. The long, colorful chain of finger knitting snaked across the bottom of her closet, climbed up and over piles of books and towers of toys, wound around Sock Mountain, and crept out the door. Well, bad idea. I'm in a mood. How was I supposed to know? Clues 1, 2, and 3. Those doohickeys that hang on the doorknob, they say peace and quiet. Stink-free zone. No bothers allowed. Oh, I thought you were going to say school pictures. That too. Somebody's in a mood. Bingo. Can I help it if I don't go around reading doorknobs? I have an idea, said Judy. Mom read me a book about Louisa May Alcott. Louisa May who? She's only the most famous author of the most famous book in the world, Little Women. Cool. Is it about miniature people? And do they live in matchboxes and take baths and thimbles and that kind of stuff? And do they know the borrowers? N-O. Anyhow, it's a known fact that Louisa May had a lot of moods. Ask anyone. So she had this sausage pillow. Weird. A sausage pillow is a long, skinny pillow. When it was standing up on one end, it meant she was happy and in a good mood. Come on in. But when it was laying down on its side, boo-hoo, oh boy, look out. Do not disturb. Louisa May was in a mood. Judy looked around and grabbed a fuzzy pillow. See this pillow? This will be my mood pillow. It'll be our signal. If the pillow's sitting up, it means I'm in a good mood. Come on in. But if it's laying down, bad mood. Go away. Much better than a doorknob doohickey. But what if the pillow was standing up and the window was open and a hurricane came and a super high wind blew down the pillow and knocked it on its side? Or what if a giant monster bigger than King Kong came up and picked up our house and shook it like a toothpick and the pillow fell over? Fine. Judy plucked a marker from her pencil box. She set the pillow in her lap. On one side, she drew a happy face for good mood. On the other side, she drew a frowny face for bad mood. This will be my mood pillow. Happy face means come in. Frowny face means go away. Judy leaned the pillow against the wall. Frowny face out. The pillow has spoken, Stink. Stink made a face. I get it. All I really wanted was to ask if I could use your markers. In the pencil box, Stinkerbell. I'm making a shirt for Backwards Day tomorrow. Backwards Day? Backwards Day was only Judy's favorite day of the whole entire year, next to April Fool's Day, her birthday, and wear purple for Peace Day. Judy turned that mood pillow right around. That pillow smiled. She had an idea for Backwards Day, too. A way good idea. A not bad mood idea. Oh, firsties. Wow. So she's already figuring out how she can turn her mood from bad to good. Stop and make a prediction. What do you think her idea is going to be for Backwards Day at school? All right, tomorrow we'll find out if we can figure out what her idea is. Don't forget to do a raindrop for your reading today in April, and we'll read chapter 2 of Moon Martian tomorrow. Bye, guys.